covering all things professional wrestling. A show by members of the Busted Open Nation. Welcome to the Nation's Corner. Here are your hosts, the Nation's Corner crew.
Welcome to another edition of Nation's Corner on a Saturday, and it is AEW Wrestledream night, so that's going to be coming up shortly. The Tailgate Brawl at 7, so that's why we are on earlier at 6. We are really excited about the show tonight, but real quick, we just wanted to start off the show by talking about someone that is near and dear to all of our hearts. Ed Robinson, who we lost this week. He was one of the producers of Busted Open through the pandemic. And that was just something that hit us all really hard this week, hearing that news. We do have the GoFundMe for his family in the description on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're watching. So yeah, we just wanted to send out our love to Ed's family, and the Busted Open family lost a good one this week.
Sure did. Absolutely. One of a kind. Ed came from was always a wrestling fan, but came from other parts of SiriusXM, most notably Eddie Trunk's music show. But Ed was a fan. He was a fan like us, and just really, like you said, Deb, he was one of the good ones. He helped absolutely carry Busted Open to the point now that we are, Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7, that we have a full-time wrestling channel. Ed was a big part of that. And unfortunately, he lost his battle with brain cancer, and leaving behind a very lovely wife and a son. And we continue to keep them in our prayers as well. But Ed was just a fun guy. He was fun to listen to on air. In a previous iteration of our show, Ed was nice enough when he first joined Busted Open to sit down with us for about an hour and do an interview with us and share a lot of music and wrestling stories. And we had such a good time on air. And he was always just that approachable. He never took for granted that he was, part of one of the biggest shows on SiriusXM at the time or anything like that. He was just a regular guy, loved the music, loved wrestling, and loved talking about it.
Mongrovian, you're muted.
Yeah, and talking about music, Rush was his favorite band, and by coincidence, Rush first got their break opening up for the band Kiss. And we just lost yesterday Ace Frehley, the original guitar player of Kiss, and just someone who just influenced so many people to pick up guitars. Dimebag Darrell had a tattoo of him. You just look on the social media and you see how many guitar greats today and just over the decades are all influenced to pick up a guitar by Ace Frehley. And the one thing I remember back in the 70s, John, you might have remember seeing it. You might have seen it, Deb. I don't know. It was a giant poster when posters, you'd see posters in the record store, and it's Guitar Gods. And there would be like Blackmore and Page and Hendrix and, this guy, that, whoever was big guitar players back then. And in the middle was Ace Frehley with the smoking guitar. And the music world lost a great one, and the radio industry lost a great guy in Ed. And I'm sad that I never got to meet him, but being a Long Island boy too, it hits us here at home, and it's very sad. It sucks. And John, Deb, let's just say together, fuck cancer.
Yes, absolutely. But I will share a rather humorous note. Our very own Scott from Long Island, as we all know and love, of course, he is the one responsible for the fatheads and the hydras that you see us all have, and the many iterations of it. He shared with us a text message from Ed it was an older message, but how absolutely thrilled and actually proud that he was that he is forever immortalized on a busted open fathead.
Mm-hmm. And Dave even mentioned it on the show the other day when he was talking about Ed.
Yeah,
and let's not forget. I mean, like Ed was it's like he was like a comet going through busted open. He was only there like a year, you know.
Yeah, about a year.
But he had us in you know, in tears so many times, like the way he would react to any of these guys, you know, Bully, whether it's Bully or Dave or people in the back, you know, whatever.
And he was the one other little quick point. He was the one behind that Marvin the Martian clip that you hear on the air to this day. Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom talking about that then, and coincidentally enough, since we're discussing AEW tonight, it was the barbed wire exploding ring death match that Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston had. And there was no kaboom.
From that smoke bomb.
And there was no kaboom.
Yep, there was no kaboom.
I think it went like that. It went, and then he was like, "Oh my God, let me save you." Oh well, what are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah. We all have some really good memories of the time that Ed was on the show. And one of my favorite things was the dewdrop. That was one of that was one of my favorites.
Was that Adon Vertigo and Dew?
I can't remember.
No, it was Dave.
Dave was saying "do."
Yes,
and then
it was Dave saying "do."
You hear Mike D from DC Boys go "drop."
Yes. Yeah.
And that the Adnan Verk was the wow, which we still say to this day once in a while.
Yeah, he did a few vignettes there with that, right?
And stuff like this. That just shows what, even though he was only with the show and part of us, so to speak, as a nation, for a short time, he made an incredible impact, and now we have that legacy.
He was adopted by us like almost immediately.
Yes.
Oh, immediately. Yes. Yeah, and I think most of us have kept in contact with him over the last few years.
Snitchers get stitches.
Yes.
Snitchers get stitches.
But
so we just wanted to start the show off like that. And
love
just
you,
give our respects and give our love. Like I said, the GoFundMe is in the YouTube description. So if anybody can, help out Ed's wife and kids. All right, so
let's go.
AEW. Wait, real quick, pit check.
Yes.
Deb gave hers away real quick. Let's show for the folks at home. We're going with the AEW theme tonight. So your shirt is
Hangman Adam Page. I love this floral shirt. I got it when we went to AEW in Philly. Everybody knows that Hangman loves plants. And if you watched his 30-minute video that came out on AEW's YouTube yesterday, you know just how much he loves plants. There was a really, really cute image of him just looking lovingly at flowers in the grass.
Yeah, he's over on that blue sky. That's where all you hippies hang out, over there on that blue sky.
Yeah. John, your shirt.
Of course. Like there was a question. It is in honor of the man going for the TNT Championship tonight from Sandy Fork, by God, Delaware. Of course, I'm talking about Mark Briscoe, one half of the baddest tag team on the planet, the 13-time Ring of Honor tag team champions. 13. The man has it tattooed on his neck. That's why that 13 is there.
Neck tattoos are kind of popular in wrestling right now, huh?
Apparently, that's like the new trend. I mean, I don't know if it was Cody that started it, but evidently now you can get a lucha mask as well.
Oh, he
and
started
it'd be
bad
cool.
neck tattoos.
Well, there's never been a good neck tattoo.
Yeah,
Ever.
only to be
Nobody
rivaled
ever.
with face tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
But
disagree.
who's going to tell
I
Mike
just-
Tyson
I
his
just-
tattoo
I
list?
just hope Lindsay isn't watching and hears me bragging about neck tattoos.
Yeah.
I might be in for some trouble, but I'll deal with that when it happens.
Mongrovian, your shirt? What you wearing
Oh.
today?
I'm not wearing any AEW. I'm wearing Nat Castle.
Hell yeah.
The
That's
creative
fine.
pro.
You don't have to
the
wear an
creative pro
AEW shirt on
champ.
AEW Day.
The
Yeah.
toxic takeover, no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ask her boys the Toxicos how almost felt to get touched by 8K, 9K.
John, you protected me from Utek, yes? And yes, that's his name, Utek. Utek.
All right, Deb.
All right. Well, let's get into the card, shall we? We got 3 shows on the Tailgate Brawl, or 3 matches on the Tailgate Brawl. We have 8 matches on the pay-per-view card. So first matchup, Penelope and Megan versus Willow and Harley. I love, we know that the AEW tag belts are coming up soon.
A thing.
That they're
gonna be a
gonna
thing. Finally.
Yeah, gonna be a thing. So
Mhm.
I love seeing AEW's women's division building this tag division. I think Megan and Penelope are a great team, and Willow and Harley make a great team too. I think that's honestly a really good match to feature on the pre-show. Because the pre-show is that last chance incentive to get people to buy the pay-per-view. So having matches like this, I love it.
I was just thinking of something. I would like to see Harley. You know how she's always tagging with somebody, always getting another tag. I would like to see get eliminated. Then she comes out with another tag partner, and the next one, just keep trying to get
going through partners until she gets a title match.
She's, you know what? I'm comparing them because they're equally entertaining to me. She's like the Chelsea Green of AEW. Like, you don't. She doesn't have to win. She doesn't have to have a title. I just have to see her on my TV and see her driving Renee crazy in the back. It's perfect to me. And I'd like to see her try it with Monet too, with the puppet.
Yeah. The mini money.
Hey, listen, she doesn't have
Monet.
enough belts, so she has to get a partner to win the tag titles too, right?
There's that. I think Willow and Harley are taking this. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. Finish your thought. I like that idea too.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I think Willow and Harley are taking this. I think they're kind of like on a roll right now.
Yeah, but I'm for,
like you said, Harley doesn't need the win.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. She's going to be very entertaining regardless. But I'm first and foremost, I love that they're they have such a deep roster of women at AEW. And it's kind of like one of these forehead slaps, like, duh, why have we waited 6+ years to get women's tag titles? But they're here. And I think it's great because now, that's more opportunity for the women, more chances for them to get TV time that we know is also precious no matter who you work for, and a chance to see different combinations of tag teams and people that we don't see all the time. And Megan Bayne is an absolute badass. And while I wouldn't be mad if her and Penelope were the tag champs, I think Megan is destined for bigger things, meaning a singles title somewhere along the line coming up soon. It almost would seem like the tag team champs for them, even though it would be, the inaugural and all that, it's kind of like a participation trophy more than meaning something. So
there's a lot of possibilities out there. Yeah. I'd like to see a nice traditional tag team, and for those out there that say, are there too many titles in every way you go. I don't know. You wouldn't just.
I don't know.
Well, if they ever get the women's
Just
title,
what are you going to
we
do?
can have Thunder
Why
Tits
not?
again.
You can't. You need but make some credible tag teams, and they have them. And I like the idea of Penelope and Megan Bayne wreaking havoc upon everybody.
That's true.
You know,
who
would you tag? Who would you tag? Who would you make a partner with? We haven't seen her in a while. Nyla.
That's a tough one because you could put her with anybody.
I don't know.
She's that powerful.
I mean, yeah. I'm like, hey, Thunder Tits. I mean, there's so many possibilities.
Yeah. If Tony doesn't win tonight, there you go. Bring back Thunder Tits. Who better to be your inaugural women's tag team champions than them?
Hey,
I'm still waiting for the T-shirt.
As we all are. We're waiting to see you in the T-shirt, Deb. So.
All right. Next.
It would be good with Martina. That's another tag team. That's another sport that might need a partner and really get out there.
I think we both clicked it at the same time.
Yep. You clicked it on, I clicked it off. So I will click it.
All right. FTR and Jet Speed. I think I could see these 4 guys wrestle every week. I don't care. It's gonna be an awesome match. FTR has always been one of my favorite tag teams, and Jet Speed really made a splash this year. And both of them are just incredible. But I don't know. I don't know. It's tough for me, but I do think that Jet Speed gets this win.
I do as well because besides FTR being they you're right that they have made a big splash and definitely have proved themselves prior, but a win over FTR right now kind of solidifies them as a top tag team, and really opens up a lot of things that if they pick up the win tonight, people will be like, these guys are legit tag team contenders. And again, very crowded tag team field. Yeah. So a standout win like this does wonders for them. But it is FTR, and they are that good. And, they're on this incredible heel run right now that, it kind of peaked with Christian and Copeland. And now one half of that is gone, so they can't continue it. But I think, that if they continue on this run, what better than to have a very popular babyface tag team beat them? So
absolutely,
I'm also with Jet Speed because I do love Kevin Knight, and everybody knows my only bitch about Mike Bailey is pay the damn money. Tony Khan, give us Brass Monkey now. Pay the money. Pay the Beastie Boys. I want Mike Bailey coming out the Brass Monkey every time he's on my TV.
Do you imagine how much the Beastie Boys are probably wanting to charge for that?
Pay it. He's got the money. The pockets go to the ankles.
Hey, he didn't listen to us when we told him to get Thunder Rosa thunderstruck, but so
well, maybe this time we'll make up for it.
Yeah. All right. Mongrovian, thoughts on this match? Any thoughts?
No, I'm all for Jets. I'm all for Jet Speed because I want FTR to melt down and just keep healing. It's pretty soon. I think
I want them to get so mad that they beat up Big Stoke. Like they absolutely just take all their frustrations out on Stokely. And leave him laying
that has to happen. Man, Stokely is so good at what he does. It's ridiculous.
That's why you want to see him get his ass kicked. Because he is so damn good.
And he's bald and he still gets no hose.
No hose. No hose ever.
No hose. All right. Conglomeration with Roddy Strong.
Yeah.
Versus the Death Riders. So I know that John, you and I both had a couple. Well, wait. No, not this one. We'll wait till we get to Briscoe and Fletcher. the conglomeration to me is like the coolest thing. It's just like a
fun.
ragtag group of just like a variety of different people.
Mhm.
Like I mean, the conglomeration really is a perfect word for it.
Yes.
So the biggest thing I wanted to mention is I have noticed this week Orange Cassidy is all over my feeds. He's been doing a ton of media this week. He was on the Casuals podcast, which I listened to, which was cool. We all hear advertisements for the Casuals podcast on Sirius, but I had never listened to it before. Just random Instagram videos, all sorts of media. He did a thing with RJ City that was silly and funny. So I think it feels to me like OC is kind of like the one that they put out there to do media to try to pull in the casuals, hence the Casuals podcast.
Well, he's very casual.
He's very casual. He's cool.
And by the way,
and
what episode of RJ City isn't funny? Well, I mean, like what episode?
AEW
with RJ City on anything, whether it's
anything RJ does. Anything. But yeah, OC is kind of the perfect person to put out there to do media, just to get people going like, oh, hey, what's this guy? That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, he can actually talk too.
Yeah, he can. He's very engaging, and just show one of his, show a 30-second clip of him wrestling with his hands in his pocket.
What the fuck?
A hotline. It's a hotline.
No, Vince.
Wrong number.
I heard that sound in forever.
That's for all you kids out there. That was the actual landline phone ringing. That's not a sound effect. That is legit. That is legit. That's real.
Hey, at least I don't have the long squiggly cord all tangled up.
You are Paul Heyman, sir.
And I don't have to pull out that 5-foot antenna like on Seinfeld episode.
Whatever makes the gimmick work. But anyway, back.
Okay, where were we?
Before we were interrupted. You're absolutely right, Deb. Orange Cassidy is very engaging to many different types of people. You couple that with like a 30-second clip of him wrestling and doing all the crazy stuff he does with his hands in his pockets, or the little kick and all that, and how the fans react to it. It's a no-brainer to have him doing these type of things for AEW.
Yeah. I think I don't know. See, I honestly didn't really spend much time at all thinking about what my predictions were going to be.
I'm done with this fucking phone. I'm sorry. I lost total track of everything with the damn phone.
Well, that's all it takes, really. That's all it takes.
And I know it was probably some Indian woman trying to sell me something like I don't want,
Well,
oh my God, you're too much.
Well, but I don't know either, because
back on track.
Yes. Hard left.
Professional.
Yes. I agree with you, Deb, because I don't know which way to go. I can make an argument for either side. It's going to be a real fun match, especially with all the people involved. It doesn't really mean much of anything in the overall scheme of it. It's almost kind of like, Moxley already tied up, as we know, with a match of his own. Well, we got to give the Death Rider something to do. At least so, if anything else, it justifies them being in the buildings for when they come out later in the I Quit match and all beat up on Darby. Oh, wait.
So do you think something will happen in this match that might play into what we see later on with Darby and Mox?
Anything is possible, but I think so. I think they needed something to justify having the Death Riders, all the Death Riders in the building.
Doesn't matter as long as I could see Ishii in the ring. Like that Like, that's all I have to hear. Like, oh, Ishii is in this match, or Beast Mortos is in this match, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
I'll watch it.
Exactly.
I
Sold.
don't even have to love the match. I just have to watch those guys. You know?
And Ishii and Orange Cassidy in the same match together. Like, yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
day,
absolutely.
every day.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
he's Orange Cassidy, since he come back, has upped his game. So, like, he's
Oh
not.
my God.
He's
How
still
about it?
doing the OC, but he's, you know,
It's evolved.
He's
It absolutely is evolved.
exactly. He has I think that kid has a plan.
Maybe.
Man, I freaking missed him. Like, I really, really missed him. It is so great to have him back.
Yeah, and you know what? When I make the comparisons, he's our Ron Killings. He's our truth. Like, he has you laughing, but he could get serious in the ring.
Yeah,
He is definitely one of those people that when he's not there, something is missing from the show.
Listen, all you need to know is that, hey, you know, Uncle Bully endorses him in the ring. You know what I mean? Like, if you could get past doing your bullshit with like someone like Bully or Devon in the ring, then you're good. You're good to go.
Yeah, and we know Bully loves the silly side of wrestling, so.
Of course he did. Didn't he say they had a Star Wars thing?
They had the lightsaber fight.
Yeah,
it was a trios match with Bully and the Briscoes versus Dalton Castle and the boys in Ring of Honor, and they him and Dalton Castle had a lightsaber duel in the middle of the ring.
It was on Ring of Honor?
Yeah, and the Briscoes looked at him like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And Bully tried to give him
It's a good thing that's one of the apps that I pay for, because I got to look that up.
Yeah, it's also on YouTube, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's another guy that's sorely missed, man. Where the hell is he, man?
Who, Dalton Castle? He's back now. He's back on Ring of Honor.
He's back now. He's with the Outrunners.
That's what I mean. Where is he? That's why I'm being very facetious with you, John. All right.
All right.
Next match. Moving on.
Go ahead. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Tekla and Jamie Hayter.
I really like this match.
Some cheese deliverer in Westchester just friggin' his head just exploded.
So Tekla, right off the bat, I was not aware of her beforehand. I know, Neil and Ezra absolutely knew who she was, but I definitely was not aware of her beforehand. I remember there was all this chatter. Oh, Tekla's coming. I was like, who's Tekla? But
so for you
once
people
she arrived, man.
So for the people that don't wake up at 3 in the fucking morning to watch wrestling, you can see her. You used to see her in Stardom or in New Japan, So in Stardom, I believe. So
she is really, really impressive.
She is absolutely a different breed of character than what we've seen, especially in the female division. Of AEW.
And she does that Bray Wyatt shit, that spider, that crab walk.
She is
whatever you want to
crazy.
call it.
So cool.
The Exorcist, that's what I call it.
She is a crazy Austrian chick. She is who I call Lindsay Snow's European cousin.
Yes.
And she absolutely can go in the ring, and her opponent I have 3 words for. Hater hits hard, because that Brit chick does, and she can absolutely. This is going to be banger alert, banger alert, banger alert.
And once again, I will put over Mikey Ruckus for his music work, because if you haven't heard Hater Rave, oh boy, you're missing out.
It is a toe tapper.
If you ever find yourself in a mood where you just want to chill and listen to music, put on Hater Rave. Perfect.
Jamie Hayter is one strong britch.
Yeah. That's good. It's gonna be a good one. But maybe better than this one.
Oh boy.
I just want to see him get smacked in his bald head. But you know what?
We hurt people.
Good stuff.
We hurt people. I am Hurt Syndicate all the way here.
100%.
We have seen the Hurt Syndicate and the Demand. I don't like the name of the Demand. I don't like that name. It's silly. Just call them Gates of Agony and Ricochet.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And speaking of guys, like we mentioned before about Jet Speed having a kind of a breakout and take notice. How about Gates of Agony and Ricochet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you all kind of, poo-pooed and shit on Ricochet in the beginning, but God damn it, that little bull-headed bastard has grown on me.
Yeah, he's not
doing the best work of his career
and everything. Yeah, he's doing good. You want to hit him. You want to
hit him, exactly.
Yeah.
And I go back with Gates of Agony and Tony Loa and Bishop Khan all the way back to the early Ring of Honor days when they were part of Shane Taylor Promotions.
Yeah.
Back in Ring of Honor, those, talk about, and I hate to use this word, talk about underrated tag teams. Sorry, Chad.
Wow.
These guys are really good. And I didn't think any of it would work, but here we are. And it absolutely works. And what do you want to say about the Hurt Syndicate that already hasn't been said? They hurt people.
That's a lot of slapping meat once you take out Ricochet. Slap that little bald head out of the ring. And
Hurt Syndicate are three badass dudes.
That's a lot of humanity in the ring.
And Hurt Syndicate is the most sharp dressed group in all of professional wrestling.
They did a street fight in suits
every week. They did a street fight in suits. Who does that? You know what? Thank you for bringing that up, because that is a thought that I had when it happened that I don't think I've been able to say on the show yet. Is that okay? So whenever Bully talks about street fights, he always says, like, a street fight, you should be wearing your street clothes. You should be wearing your regular clothes, not your wrestling gear.
Mm-hmm.
Here, prime example. A suit is their regular clothes.
Yeah.
And just like
always impeccably dressed.
Hey, even last night, Cody Rhodes came out in his suit. He wasn't in his gear, nothing. Right. It was just like he came out.
See,
and it was
it
wasn't. Oh wait, let me get my pyro. Let me do my dance down the. No, that's how you do it.
Come in, fist flying. Come in.
Yeah, and speaking of Cody, real quick, now that you mentioned him, I did watch that clip of him last night, and he doesn't normally wear black. So that I there's something there. He doesn't normally wear
black. He's got to tell Brock who his tailor is, because Brock can't do shit like that without splitting his pants.
But that's another story. That's just part of the gimmick. That's all. Just like Brock wearing a cowboy hat.
A subject for another day. When you're coming out to kick someone's ass, the Cody Cutter is not a move to do.
You're coming out.
Yes. I'm so sick of the Cody Cutter, right? Even though I love it. Let's go back with AEW. Let's go.
Yep. All right.
Back on track.
Okay.
Back on track, John.
Young Bucks and Jurassic Express.
The Buck.
Dude, I am so loving this whole thing. I am absolutely loving what the Young Bucks are doing. I am absolutely loving Jurassic Express being back. I think Sam said on his show this week, like, sometimes, you just give the fans what they want. And the fans wanted Jurassic Express back together. And here they are. Their characters are a little bit more involved. 2 teams. Jack Perry is matured.
Yes.
2 teams that Tony's getting back together. 2. So
I know.
Yes.
I know. And the Young Bucks are just the current story arc that has been going on with them is just, as far as I'm concerned, fucking brilliant. I don't give a shit if anybody doesn't like the Young Bucks. They're brilliant.
It's perfect because like Ricochet, they're coming into it like their characters are making you want to strangle them. And they got their comeuppance,
and it's
broke.
funny.
And they're absolutely
they're 2 good Christian boys. Leave them alone.
Right. And they just have a gambling problem, or one of them does. One of them has a gambling problem.
Like, why did he let Matt carry the fucking bag? Why? What
Yeah,
the
you
hell
know,
is wrong with
that's a
Nick?
him
I mean,
problem.
Nick kept
That's his
looking at him,
his bad.
grabbing handfuls of
Handfuls of
money, give it
money.
to this guy,
Well,
that guy.
they do shows where there's casinos. What else are you supposed to do with all that money?
Give me
They've
the
already
get
bought
the bag,
every pair of
Norton.
Nikes on the
Get the
planet,
bag,
or a pair
Norton.
of shoes, or sneakers on the
Yeah,
planet.
I know. Why didn't Matt just go, hey, 30% belongs to the shareholders, Ralph? You know.
All right.
And it's going to be a good match.
Yes,
it's going to be a great match.
The Young Bucks say whatever, kill them in the business, blah, blah. Yeah.
What's the over-under on
Bucks,
super kicks?
Yeah, they killed it all right. The business is dead, okay?
Yeah.
What's the over-under on super kicks? 50?
At least, yeah, probably. I say bring back the super kick party counter, but I don't know if they can do that. You know,
Bring it
that
all
was a
back.
staple.
That would only be once they turn face. Right now, people want.
Yeah, they got to ease into that. You know what they say, and we've heard it recently. You can only be a good baby face if you've been a good heel first.
Yes,
and yeah, we will gradually get to that. But
I mean, didn't Mox get a scolding from Bully because he did the 10 count with the audience with the punch on the 1, 2, 3? You're a heel. You're not supposed to give it to them.
Right. All right. Now, let's talk about this.
Here
let's
we
fucking go.
I'm going to say right now, this is my match of the night. I'm just going to say it right now.
You steal my thunder again, old man.
I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
But it is Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. And we were talking about it earlier. What was the author's name?
Cameron Hawkins.
Cameron Hawkins did a piece on Yahoo Sports about Mark Briscoe. And it was the exact thought that I had previously when they announced this match. Mark Briscoe has become a very, very good singles wrestler in the wake of his brother. And
John, may I interject? Because he's got an angel on his effing shoulder. Sure. He's got an angel on his shoulder with him, and we see him dedicated every time to his brother. And I wholeheartedly believe that. But go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with that angel on his shoulder is whispering 2 words in his ear all the time. Man up. And that's exactly what Mark does. And Kyle Fletcher is on an incredible roll right now. And his pardon the pun, his star is absolutely rising to great heights. But he's never wrestled anybody like Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe is going to take him into very, very deep waters tonight. He is going to hurt him. He is going to make him bleed. And Kyle Fletcher is going to have to hit him with basically everything he has to stop Mark from pinning him. And that's exactly how it should be. You want to see how good Kyle Fletcher is, and is he worthy of a champion, the champion he is now and higher? This is the test tonight.
Oh, this is the deep waters, brother.
Let's see how he does with chicken.
You've been to Japan, you've been to UK, you wrestled. You haven't been to the Redneck Kung Fu Dojo yet, so
you spend no time in Sandy for
incredible match.
That's right. Yeah. You ain't been slopping up some chicken shit, boy. Let's go.
And
clean that shit up.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Fletcher retains on this one, but still, it's going to be an absolutely incredible match. It's going to put Fletcher to the test, and I think once again, it's going to be one of those things where Fletcher is going to show that he's an absolute star, and we know that Mark Briscoe has an incredible history. I want to go back to the article from Cameron Hawkins. He specifically said that Briscoe specifically said that he thinks the Continental Classic was really kind of his showing out, and his way to be able to improve as a singles wrestler. He said, I screenshotted it because I thought it was a really, really good quote. He said, you've seen the first year, I didn't fare so well. I ended up getting one win, but this past Continental Classic, I picked up multiple wins. And there was one point where I was actually the leader in my group because I was tied with Fletcher and I had the tiebreaker over him. And I feel like those two tournaments where you get face to face, where you get to face the highest level of competition week after week after week, that really helped me. One year to the next, you could see the improvement of my output, my production, as far as my success. So both Continental Classics have been very instrumental in helping me get my foot in as a single guy. So I think that's really important. And I think that really speaks to the importance of the Continental Classic in AEW. That, we look forward to it every year now, but it can really help, people like Mark Briscoe who are trying to find their footing and are able to go against the best of the best that AEW has to offer. But it's also used as a tool to kind of see who can wrestle with each other and have chemistry, what storylines can we kind of, jump off from this point. So I think that was a good point by him. Yeah, I love tournaments. Tournaments are great. More tournaments, please.
Everybody loves a good tournament.
As long as I could understand them. There was that one tournament that I was like trying to understand.
Chinese algebra was
like, I need Ezra and Neil to hold my hand through like the G1. What's going on? I thought this guy lost last week and he's back.
But this guy goes into that pool and somebody does a cannonball
just give us
or
a standard
something.
bracket. It's fine.
And but whatever. All right. Next.
Oh boy.
I think
if this isn't four
different
wrestlers, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you.
Yeah.
This is probably my personal match of the night. I love Brodito. I think Brodito is the tag team you never thought you needed, but it's just absolutely
effing lightning in a bottle. That's lightning.
Yes.
Lightning in a freaking bottle.
That's like seeing Bear walk out with Bulldozer. That's like seeing Bear Dozer.
Yes.
Holy shit! I never thought of this before.
Yes,
but we have it. And it absolutely is perfect.
So good. And Takeshita and Okada, Takeshita is coming off of beating Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP Championship. Sorry, Neil, I'm for it. And there's been a lot of tension between Takeshita and Okada. We saw on Dynamite this week, the Don Callis family was gathering. And Takeshita, by the way. Yeah, fuck Don Callis always.
Yeah.
Takeshita sent in a video message because obviously he was in Japan winning the IWGP Championship, and Okada turned off the TV and said,
"I hit the wrong button.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
And speaking of Don Callis, even though F him, but the cosplaying guy, the fan ringside dressed up as Don Callis.
Yes.
Superb. Chef's kiss. I know there's people out there that hate this, but Chef's kiss, let's fucking go.
Give that guy front row tickets to every show that Don Callis is on.
Yes, that guy is I want to get a picture with him, and I want to get a picture with Jesus. That's what.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
so I was listening to Busted Open this morning, and Denise said she thinks Brodito is going to win, but she thinks that Bandito is going to be the one to get the pin. And I kind of agree with her. And I think we've seen all this tension between Takeshita and Okada, and it's obviously going to continue. And I think something big is going to happen tonight in the aftermath of their match.
I agree with all that.
Yes.
I still think Brodito retains. But this is a very classic, especially with Takeshita and Okada, can they coexist?
Yeah.
And I think to me it's more interesting. The match is going to be fantastic and all that, but can these two coexist?
John, can you wish a better problem on somebody than Don Callis? Trying to hold. He's got Kyle Fletcher. He's got Takeshita. He's got Okada. and then forget about the other guys that want some gold around their waist too.
Sure.
And
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a pressure cooker, and that little thing is simmering, man. Don Callis' head is like that thing on top of the pressure cooker. Just,
yes,
it's gonna blow, man. It's gonna blow.
Great visual. It's an amazing visual.
Here, take this. Consider this for a second. Just say that Okada and Takeshita can coexist long enough to win the titles, but we already know there is big heat and tension in between them. Can you imagine the story going forward now that they're tag champs? How they have to continue to coexist, and you could have
a kind of like a Team No thing going on.
Exactly. I mean, we've
really
seen it before, but again,
I'm the tag champ. No, I'm the tag champ. No, I'm the tag champ.
But AEW doesn't tell stories, and they're just
matches. I got one thing to say to those people, bitch.
Yeah, but so to me that makes the match even more interesting. Just before that fact that you can't.
Yeah.
I just want to jump in for 1 second, John. I rag, Deb, I rag on AEW all the fucking time. I rag on WWE all the time.
I never noticed.
I rag on everything except, you know what the most perfect is?
No.
Creative
Pro is the most perfect. See?
They are good.
Because
they are good.
Because Tony Khan fucked up and let Bear Bronson go, I got Bear. And because WWE fucked up and let Shotzi go, I got Shotzi. Creative Pro.
Yes.
Go indie, man.
Yes.
That's the way to freaking go.
It's worth
all right, so we got 3 matches left in 10 minutes. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Okay.
Next.
All right. Tony and Stat.
Yes.
Tony and Stat. I am loving the story. Stat is not losing it. No. Tony Storm doesn't need the championship. Let's fucking go, Chris Statlander. Creative Pro alone.
It is Saturday night.
Strong Island all the way. Let's go. Yeah. Even though as much as I love and have to see Tony Storm multiple times on my TV every week, I still she doesn't need gold, and she is kind of more entertaining chasing after it too.
Mm-hmm.
So like she knows how to handle both ends. Like if she has the chance, she knows how to cut those. How to do it, and when she doesn't, and she's chasing after it.
I'm just gonna ignore you saying handle both ends.
I'm not. Listen, your mind is in the gutter, kid.
Yeah.
Your mind is in the gutter. Remember, click the link.
And I'll be very brief. We all know the gravitational pull that Tony Storm has in AEW, and yet again, here's another example. She doesn't have the title. Yeah. She's going to get it back, but she has absolutely elevated Chris Stat to be that credible champion right now, and made this match so much more interesting, regardless of the outcome.
I like how they keep it Stat a face, so it's really two faces. And there's nothing Tony Storm can't do anything that would make her a heel. Like there's nobody. She's not going to get any heat, So we're going to talk about the ultimate heel in a minute, I'm sure. So
right.
And I just want to mention real quick the little the head eyebrow headpiece, whatever that thing was that Stat was wearing last week. Very 7 of 9 vibes.
Yes,
I just want to put that out there. Love.
And then shout out to Renee Paquette for once again, like no matter how killer a vignette is, like Renee always manages to put
she is the best straight man in wrestling.
Above that eye, cross that T, and friggin'
she's the best straight man in wrestling.
And she doesn't even have to have a word, but after she took off her jacket, threw it down, and then tell somebody behind the counter, pick up my jacket.
All right. Now,
all right.
She's gold.
We get to this.
Hangman Joe. Okay.
Joe. Joe.
Joe is gonna kill
You.
Joe
is gonna kill you.
Sorry, Deb.
We
know
all
you're a big Cowboys
freaking love Samoa Joe. We all love Samoa Joe. I think the Samoa Joe challenging for the title kind of came out of nowhere, but I think immediately everyone was like, all right, let's do this. Great. Awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
is there anybody like we hate the "you deserve it" chants, but is there anybody that fucking deserves those chants anytime he walks in the ring? Is that man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
From TNA days on.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't root against my champ Adam Hangman Page. I can't. Sorry.
It's going to be a banger. Yeah, it's going to be a banger. It's going to be.
Have we ever, no matter what we've thought of what goes on the weekly shows, have we ever been disappointed in a pay-per-view? Except for having to take like we're in Nightmare from Elm Street, we got to drink coffee and take a bottle of No-Dose to stay up for the whole fucking thing.
Right.
Other than that.
Everybody got their naps in today, but it's a Saturday. Nobody has to worry about
the toothpicks in the eyelids, and
God,
put the kids to bed at their normal time, and you still got 4 or 5 hours of AEW to relax for the rest of your night.
When you wake up and the coffee's going off in the morning, and it's still going on.
Oh my God!
All right, real quick on this. My last comment on this match: over under on how many nopes that Joe gets in on Hangman tonight.
Oh man, 2. I'm just gonna say 2.
Okay. I was gonna say 3 because it's like fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, and then third time just because you forgot the first 2.
Yeah, okay. Three's a good number. Because all right,
but here's an interesting question. Is this your main event, or is this your main event?
I think Darby and Mox have to be the main event just because it's going to be freaking carnage. Sometimes the championship isn't the main event, and that's okay. Like, I don't subscribe to the belief that the championship always has to be the most prominent storyline. There can be some pay-per-views like this, for instance, where there's another storyline going on that kind of feels a little bit more like big fight feel.
Can we agree that the AEW fans are waiting to hear Mox say "I quit"? They really are.
Yes.
If there isn't one guy that the AEW fans are behind, it's Darby. I mean, come on. The freaking guy got hit by a bus. He climbed a damn mountain. He planted the damn flag. He didn't quit. He gets schmozzed every freaking week, multiple times from this fucking group. Let's get it.
It's easy when you're made of rubber.
Darby made the media rounds this week. He was on Busted Open. He was on Ariel Helwani. I think he was on like a bunch of other fan
what a
podcasts.
Great freaking interview! What from the first time that guy was interviewed,
amazing.
When his first interview on Busted Open, it was like
tooth
extraction. It was tooth extraction, and really.
But
Darby has said point blank that he is absolutely prepared to die. Like his experience going to Everest, I think, really changed him.
And
that's doing that, he had to come to terms with the very real possibility that he could die, and he was prepared for that.
When he said in that interview that there were people ready, that there were people there, and the Shepherds were like, we're not going on the mountain. Like he was like, and he was concerned. He was like ready to die, but he was like, I don't want you to die trying to save my ass, dude.
Yeah,
right.
No,
it was serious shit. You're not.
Yeah, Mox has to say I quit. Mox has to say I quit. But what do they have to do to each other to get to that point?
Yes, and I agree with you, Deb. This should be and probably is the main event, just because of that. Not because so much of the match, but everything that the match could encompass. And we have seen flamethrowers and Molotov cocktails. Again, credit Sam Roberts.
Mazel tov cocktail.
Well, we didn't see the Molotov cocktail. It got lit, but our security guard friend got him.
Security Sam
kudos,
made sure that he speared Darby.
Kudos to him with that Goldberg spear, man. I mean, really, he really came out of nowhere. That was out of nowhere. That was right up there with Keith Lee taking out Adam Cole.
Yes,
it was fantastic.
And Sam was talking about it earlier this week on Not Sam Wrestling Live. Heard right after Busted Open on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. I'll expect my check in the mail.
Channel
somebody's gonna have to be lit on fire, like legit lit on fire tonight.
Yeah,
because everything between the flamethrowers.
But he was lit on fire. Well, the body bag was lit on fire.
Right.
The body bag was lit on fire. That's different.
We're talking like full scale, like burn suit, like somebody in flames tonight. That's
us AEW sickos love fire. We've learned this.
Yes,
we've talked about this.
I want to see like the Injustice for All tour. I want to see the roadie running across in flames.
Yes. These people cheered a man burning a man's house down. Yes.
Hangman started it all, burning Swerve's house down.
That
whole conversation with Sam and Satsuma was great about that. We love Arson.
Listen, full circle. Darby lights Mox on fire, and then Hangman comes out with the rocking chair and sits there and cracks open a beer as Moxie's burning in the background.
Well,
there you go.
Real quick, I just have one last comment again because this was discussed that same show that I was talking about with Sam. Do we see an involvement with Renee?
Renee comes in, and instead of throwing in the towel, she takes her jacket off and throws it down. And that's how Moxie quits.
The whole thing is...
and then she tells Moxie,
they have
my jacket.
Especially
or she comes out and says to him, like, enough is enough. You have to stop this.
Right. It's something like that.
That would be a cherry on top of the Sunday. Then this long ass Sunday that you made me wait for. That would be the cherry on top. I love Renee.
But
anytime Renee's on my screen, like I said, there's certain people. Anytime they're on your screen, you can't complain. Yeah. They can come on there and read the damn phone book, and they're still complaining.
They have absolutely established that both Darby and Mox are willing to proverbially die in this match before they say, I quit. What if Darby is holding the flamethrower like inches away from Renee's head at some point?
Oof.
Is that a possibility? Of course it's a possibility, but does it take that to make Moxley quit?
Yeah, maybe. You know what?
That's possible. I would be concerned that there would be like social media backlash about something like that.
Social media backlash, you wusses. Tell them, listen.
I don't care.
How many
all
moves
you
have
social
you seen
media people that get worried about a freaking storyline? Thanos killed everybody. You didn't go after.
I would agree with this. Have Marina do it. If Marina is the one to commit violence against Renee,
okay,
then it makes it better.
I was gonna say that if it's a violence against Renee to make Moxley quit, then Marina turns on Moxley for that because you wuss, you quit on the Death Riders for your wife. I have my husband. I watched him get his ass kicked by you, right?
And that'll be how the group breaks up because
exactly.
Marina turns on.
We
Mox,
all agree that Death Riders have to break up.
Mox quits the group. Yeah,
right.
Death Riders have to break up.
That's exactly my question. Is this the end of the Death Riders? We talk about it every AEW pay-per-view season. We always come back to this question. Is this the end of Mox and the Death Riders?
Yeah.
I
hope so because I think
it's the end of Mox.
They need to go on their own.
Yeah, I think it's the end of Mox as part of the group. I think the rest of them will probably carry on and evolve.
Okay.
Hey, I'll
go with that.
I don't know about the Death Riders as a faction, like when Nation of Domination broke up. Okay, at one point they kicked out Farouk. So yeah, you're right. The Death Riders can go on,
But
not
kick out
yeah.
if
Mox.
you remember, the Blackpool Combat Club, they used to be the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
And then they became the Death Riders. And then
And no
Mox
matter
turned
how
on
much,
Daniel.
yeah.
Bryan
And no
Danielson.
matter how much Moxley rambles, and sometimes you don't know what he's saying in his vignettes, you don't know what the hell he's talking about, and he does that nervous back and forth shit. But at the bottom of it, he is a face. Like, people want to cheer for this guy. He's a Stone Cold Austin kind of, he's a Stone Cold kind of guy. Like, where he does this crazy shit and wants to bleed and wants to make you bleed, but we love him.
Yeah.
And that's just
I
what
think
I
mostly
want back.
the AEW fans want to cheer for him because he's been there since the very beginning, and he's been this one guy that has really, really been extremely important in AEW's history.
He's the anti-hero. He's just I keep making references. He's your CM Punk now. He's your guy that you just want, like, they want to cheer him, but then they want to boo him. So it's a weird time now. I have those complaints too with Seth. Like, it's like you want to boo him, but then I want to sing his song. I don't figure it out, but
yeah.
Moxley is a face.
All right. Well, the Tailgate Brawl is starting now, so let's get the show on the road. Everybody get your snacks and drinks and get settled to watch the pay-per-view. All right, John, where can people find you?
I'll do the real brief version at John Seth Jersey on the Twitter and Instagram. And, of course, the exploits of the most dangerous weapon in all of professional wrestling. Not verified by me. Sports Illustrated is not saying it, but Bear Bronson does. And you can follow his exploits at AssKicker9K on the Instagram.
Yeah. Mongrovian?
Hey, listen, I just want to say that this is the fastest Deb ever brought it home. If this was Saturday night's main event and it was Brock Lesnar, hey, she'd be like, hey, John, just tell us some ECW stories. But I digress. Listen, R.I.P. Ed Robinson. Please, anybody that sees this, anytime you see it, just go to his GoFundMe page, search GoFundMe, Ed Robinson. We have the link. Busted Open has the link. Help this wonderful family out, because he was a bright spot in our lives during the pandemic. He made us laugh, and he really brought stuff to the show, and we're gonna miss him. And Ace Frehley, what can anybody say that hasn't been said? The greatest laugh. There's an old Snyder interview with Kiss, and he pisses off the Gene and Paul. Of course, he's just laughing his ass off. He's probably drunk. And it's such an infectious laugh. Ace Frehley, we're going to miss you. It's the Spaceman. Say hi to Dimebag, brother.
All right. And I am at That's So Debonair on the Twitter machine, the Instagram, the Blue Sky. Find me everywhere. Click the link. That's it. Have a good night.
AEW.